First update on the first tropical storm of the Eastern Pacific season. It's Aletta, which has formed overnight into this morning, 8 AM Pacific Daylight Time on June the 6th. It's located at 14.2 north, 107.6 west, and it's got winds of 45 miles per hour and a pressure of around 1,000 millibars. The storm's expected to move towards the west-northwest generally, maybe a little bit more of a northwest curve later on in the track. We can take a look at it now on the model runs here. According to GFS, this is showing the visualization of Aletta, likely to become a hurricane. The National Hurricane Center supports that in the next few days, and behind it you can see the next system, which could also become a tropical storm and may go a little bit closer to the coast of Mexico. But Aletta, which may stall towards the end of its track there, is nowhere near land and is not likely to threaten any areas at all. It's a stage 2 on the CDPS nonetheless, and it has winds mainly to the eastern side of the storm of 45 miles per hour. No watches or warnings are in effect, and no watches are likely to be issued. The storm is moving away from land and is not likely to get any closer from where it currently is. So this is what we're looking at in terms of precipitation over the next few days. You can see maybe one or two little bits from the storm to the northeast, maybe reaching the coast of Mexico, providing a little bit of rain, but really not likely to be a significant effect in any regard as it moves off towards the west-northwest. There are hints from some models that the storm could intensify beyond Category 1 status, but that will mean very little towards land effects. It will just be one of the many storms that we watch as they move out to sea, and it usually provides us a good little test on our satellite imagery and taking a look at what the storms look like as we warm up for the hurricane season. Here's the sea surface temperatures and the land temperatures as well. They're pretty warm, 28-29 degrees. That's why the storm could intensify significantly. Wind shear is also fairly low. You can see a sort of a wall there to the northwest of higher, significantly higher wind shear later on in the storm's life. When we get towards day 3, day 4, maybe day 5, that will really take a toll on Aletta. And here it is. It's a rather broad system actually if you're looking at the satellite imagery, and as you can also see, displaced to the east really, the convection, and to the south, the northwest visibly empty on this imagery. This is the colorized infrared imagery here as well. Very cold cloud tops actually, particularly in the southern area. And looking at the water vapor, dry air is not going to be its friend either in the next few days, which will probably limit its development to a minimal hurricane. That's all for now. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com. You can also find our YouTube page, search Force 13, subscribe if you haven't. You can also find our Facebook page under the same name, and we're also on Twitter. It's at Force 13 if you'd like to get in touch or follow our page there. This week, Force 13 also launched a new Patreon page if you'd like to consider helping the project out, supporting it as it goes even bigger and better, as Alex Zaragoza and Hank Dulce has done so far. Please consider it. Take a look at the page. All contributions are invested straight back into the project. All of our Aletta updates are in partnership with Hypercyclone X, a Mexican Facebook page, and they're providing regular updates on this storm in English and in Spanish. You can also add Force 13 on Skype and my personal account, Fool13 at extension 9094 on Discord for tropical weather chat.